Welcome to Little Disciples Adventures. Join Amara and Leo as they explore stories from the Bible, discover history, and have fun learning together. Ready for an adventure? Let's go! Before anything existed, there was only God. There were no trees, no animals, no people, nothing but silence and darkness. But God had a plan. A beautiful plan to create a world full of wonder, beauty, and life. Let me tell you the story of how it all began. The story of the 7 days of creation. In the beginning, everything was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. Then God said, "Let there be light." And in an instant, light burst forth, chasing away the darkness. Bright, glorious light filled the emptiness. God smiled and called the light day, and the darkness night. This was the first day, a new beginning. The world was no longer dark and silent. It had light to shine and warmth to grow. Even on this first day, God showed us His power, that with just His words, He could create something magnificent. On the second day, God looked at the swirling waters that covered everything and decided to separate them. With His mighty words, He created a great expanse to divide the waters. Above, He stretched out the sky, a wide, endless space of blue. Can you imagine how beautiful it was? The first skies forming, with clouds gently floating like cotton, and the heavens towering above like a ceiling painted by God Himself. He called this expanse sky. And so the second day ended, with God's masterpiece beginning to take shape. The sky would one day hold stars, birds, and rain to bless the earth below. On the third day, God looked down at the waters and spoke again. "Let the waters gather in one place, and let dry ground appear." And just like that, the seas were formed, and dry land rose from the waters. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters seas. God wasn't done yet. He looked at the empty land and said, "Let the land produce vegetation." Suddenly, life began to sprout. Green grass covered the fields. Trees of all kinds rose from the earth, with branches reaching toward the sky. Flowers of every color bloomed, spreading beauty and filling the air with sweet fragrances. God created every type of plant, those that gave seeds, like grains, and those that bore fruit, like apples and oranges. The earth became vibrant and alive, full of colors and smells. God stepped back, looked at the land, the seas and the plants, and saw that it was good. He was preparing a home for all the creatures yet to come. On the fourth day, God said, "Let there be lights in the sky to separate the day from the night." With that, He created the sun, a glowing ball of light and warmth to rule the day. Then, He made the moon, a soft, silvery light to guide the night. But He didn't stop there. God filled the night sky with countless stars, each one twinkling like a tiny jewel. He placed them in perfect order, creating constellations to tell stories and guide travelers. The sun would rise each morning, bringing life to the earth, while the moon and stars would give peace and light during the night. God looked at what He had made and said it was good. The heavens were now alive with light, just as He had imagined. On the fifth day, God turned His attention to the seas and the skies. He spoke again and said, "Let the waters teem with living creatures, and let birds fly across the sky." In the oceans, rivers, and lakes, life began to flourish. Fish of all shapes and sizes swam through the water. Tiny minnows, mighty whales, and even colorful fish that looked like rainbows under the waves. God created crabs, jellyfish, and dolphins that danced through the waves. Then God filled the skies with birds, sparrows, eagles, parrots, and so many more. They soared on the wind, singing joyful songs and gliding gracefully above the earth. God blessed them, saying, "Be Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and the seas. The waters and the skies were now alive with movement and sound. It was good, and God was pleased. On the sixth day, God focused on the land. He spoke again, and animals of every kind came to life. Lions roared, elephants trumpeted, and deer leapt through the meadows. Cows, sheep, and goats grazed on the green grass, while squirrels and rabbits played among the trees. God made every creature, big and small, fast and slow, wild and tame. But God wasn't finished. He had one more creation, the most special of all. God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, to rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the creatures on the earth." So God created humans, man and woman. He gave them hearts to love, minds to think, and hands to create. He told them to care for the earth, to watch over the animals, and to fill the world with more people. When God looked at humans, his most precious creation, he saw that it was very good. This was the day when everything was ready: land, sea, animals, and humans living together in harmony. By the seventh day, God had finished his work. The earth was complete, beautiful, full of life, and perfect. God rested on this day, not because he was tired, but because his creation was done. He blessed this day and made it holy, a day of rest and reflection. The seventh day was a reminder to all of us to stop, to appreciate and to thank God for the world he made. The trees, the stars, the animals, and even us, everything was created by him with love and care. Thank you for listening to the story of the 7 days of creation. Always remember how amazing God's love is. See you next time on Little Disciples Adventures.